Hello, today is Thursday and we're going to be talking about the North Central Plains region. The North Central Plains region. We've got some pretty pictures in here. That's a really pretty, I guess it's a sunset or sunrise, but it's really pretty. We are going to be doing the vocabulary words on this one and the three questions. You're going to be reading again about the land and how it's different from the Great Plains region and the Mountains and Basins region. And pecans. Ooh, I love pecans. It's a big place to gather the pecans up, and that's where they get them and they sell them to the stores. Our first question is identify the vegetation found in this geographic region. What vegetation? Remember we talked about that vegetation meant the plant life. So what plants grow there? In the text, underline the trees that grow in the cross timbers. Ooh, you're going to have to read that. I see cross timbers right here. It's going to tell you what kind of trees grow there. So we're going to keep reading along, and we're going to see, oh, here is the Central Plains region. Yesterday we did the Great Plains, and the day before we did the mountains and basins. We can see Oklahoma and New Mexico are a couple of bordering states. And look at how big, let me move this over so you can see. This is massive, the Central Plains, how far it goes in the whole United States and all the way up to Alaska. Very interesting. And you're going to do question number 2. Compare the North Central Plains region of Texas to the European plain. How are they alike? How are they different? Well, all you have to do is how they're alike. How am I going to know? Because right here it is talking about the European plain, which covers Europe. And so you're going to see, how is it like these plains right here? And our vocabulary words for this week are plain, cultivate, and livestock. Those must be really important to this area. Okay, the next page, and this is going to be really good because it's about the farming industry, and cultivate and livestock is on here. But also, one of the important landmarks here are the dinosaur footprints in Dinosaur Valley State Park. Dinosaurs lived here. And this is our third question. Describe ways that people adapt to the environment for agriculture production. Adapt. How do they change to fit where they live in that environment for agriculture production, for things that they make in agriculture, their livestock, their trees? What are their needs here? If you read this page, you can't miss the answer. That's page 86, and our very last little piece of a page are about the cities in this region. What cities are here? Fort Worth, Abilene. Those are cities that some of you may have even been to Fort Worth, to the stockyards. I've never been, but I've always wanted to go. And it kind of gives you some of the population over here of how big these cities are. So you're going to read that, and you're done for the day. And, oh, I forgot one thing. You do have a Texas map to do as your warm-up. Let me go back on that. It's a grid, and it has a legend. It only has the north there, so you really need to put the south, the east, and the west on there just so you don't get confused. And once again, if you can print this, then you can do the coloring. If you can't, then you just are going to do the form that is in your assignment sheet. So you're going to write your name in cell 1A. How do I know where cell 1A is? Well, I put my finger on 1, and I put my finger on A, and they come together in that cell. All these little boxes are called cells. Okay, then it says Which cell is the capital of Texas located in? I can use my legend for that. What do we see when we see a capital? A star. Well, I see the star, but what cell is this in? I have to find my number, find my letter, and they come together. This is where you would write Austin. So you're going to have to use this map to tell me it's cell 3D. If you can print it, you can write it out there. Okay, which region do you live in? Well, we haven't, I told you which region on Monday, but if you, in the video, if you don't remember, take a peek to tomorrow and see what region we live in. And so you just keep following. You're going to put the number first and then the letter. Number first and then letter for each answer choice, except some of them are going to ask you which region covers most of 2C. So I find 2, I find C, I'm going to go right here, that square, what covers the most of that square? Does the Great Plains region cover, or does the North Central Plains, which is just Central Plains, cover? And this is your warm-up for today. So you can do either one first. If you want to do this first, you can. If you want to do your book first, you can. Either one is fine. Okay, I will see you tomorrow.